Hello, career enthusiasts. So, last month's theme was Joy Trevelyan, which really means that happiness of living. So, when we are in our jobs, in our colleges, wherever we are at, one of the most important things for us is to be happy. If we are happy, we will deliver our best. If we are sad, we will not be able to do well. So, that was the entire essence of the uh, last month's theme, and we thought, why not make a system which we can all use to assess how we are doing on our happiness levels at any point in time, so that we know if there is some steps that we need to take, or is it only about managing how we are doing. So Deepthi shared a presentation last month which talked about 5 keys to happiness. The first one was freedom. Now, what I would like you to do is note down these keys to happiness, one below the other, as we go forward, and rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. You will come out with your overall happiness score, and that is going to give you pointers to how well you are being able to manage this important quotient called happiness in your life. So, freedom. How do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5? And when you have to think about freedom, think about, are you being given the freedom to do the work the way you like to do it, or are you forced to follow certain procedures or processes by your bosses or by your colleagues, and you'll feel a little bit suffocated about all of that. So if you have that, you know what is to be done and how it is to be done is in your control, you would rate yourself higher on the freedom rating. Moving on to the second element of happiness is connectedness. How well are you connected with the rest of the people in the team? Are you having meaningful conversations? Is there openness? Are you fearful in bringing up the important and relevant questions? Are you talking about the so-called elephants in the room? If you're able to do that, you would rate yourself higher on a scale of 1 to 5 on openness, and if not, then you would be lower on the scale. Moving on, the third important key to happiness was how interesting is your work. Are you learning something from that? Is that work meaningful? Are you able to add something worthwhile to the community or the organization? All of that, is it making it interesting for you? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. The next one, the fourth element of happiness, is being of use. Feeling that you are useful is one of the most important things. If you feel like you are in the office but nobody really cares for your work, they ignore you, then you would rate yourself low. And otherwise, if your inputs are taken, you're contributing, you would rate yourself higher. Last but definitely not the least key to happiness is living a balanced life. Are you getting up every morning thinking about just work and working late into the night and sleeping off, completely tired and drenched of energy? Well, then there is something seriously wrong. Or are you taking out some time to spend with your family, playing some sport, singing sometimes, doing things that interest you outside of the work, reading something? If all of that adds up to your balanced life, now you would have rated yourself on each of these 5 keys, and if you add your score, you would get a overall score which would be anywhere between 5 and 25. Now, if your score happens to be between 5 and 12, then I have to say that something really concerning with the way you are doing your work and the way you're living your life. So you need to take some drastic steps today It could be as drastic as thinking about moving out of the project or organization, or even that particular career. If your score is anywhere between 12 and 18, then that means that things are concerning, however, they are not drastic. You still have time to improve that, so you need to take some steps ASAP in order to bring it back in control. If your rating is anywhere between 19 and 25, congratulations, you are on track, you're doing well, you're happy, and you're delivering. All you need to do then is to manage your score. Well, I hope you like this video, and keep giving your feedback and keep sharing these further.